Oh man, my 8-track messed up. What I'm gonna do here? You ever have one of these 8-tracks mess up? Maybe one of it all gets wadded up in there, you get it out, and maybe that little pad here is gone off of it and it won't play right anymore. That's when you get you a cigarette filter, tear it off there and cram it back in there, and then put the tape back in it to get it working again. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. Do you remember the 8-track tape player adapter, 8-track to cassette adapters? Just Sparkomatic or Kraco had them. You had play, fast forward, and stop was in the middle, I think. Those were, oh man, if you had one of them, you had it all. You had it all going on. But yeah, just some more things I'm remembering. How do you fix these bastards when they get like this? Something like, uh-oh. What am I doing? Let me take this thing off. Okay, got her shut off. What am I doing? I've got no broomstick here and I've got it held up to my ear. What I'm doing, poking around with stuff. This car has a roaring noise, seems like me towards the front over here. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. I think it's some accessory. I think the alternator bearings are kind of noisy in it. But that's another old timer trick right there. Hold this up to your ear, and man, it's like a stethoscope. It's a mechanic stethoscope. Hear where noises are coming from. You ready for some more old tricks and tips from an old time mechanic? Let's get with it. All right, up next is another one here. I'm not going to explain. You can leave it in the comments below if you know what I'm doing. This car has a 2-barrel on it, but if it had a 4-barrel, and we'll look at a 4-barrel intake for a 318, a pretty odd little 4-barrel intake for a 318 here in a minute. But if it had one of these big Holley 4-barrels on here, I think this is about a 600, I don't know what it is. Anyway, what would I be doing if I took this little screw, this little plug out of the side of it here, pop that little plug out, little plug there in the side of the soap bowl. You ever seen that trick? Well, you got your plug out of it there, and you're over here to the side, and you're looking at it. Give it one of these numbers. Give it one of these. Boop, boop. Give it a little boogie woogie there. What in the world's that for? Why do you hump it around on the side of your car for anyway? But yeah, what's that all about? Leave it in the comments below, or again, just sit back smugly and go, yeah, I know what he's doing there. Oh man, I've got 9 foot of this drug out. Would you look at this old school? Look at this intake. This is a Edelbrock Streetmaster 318. And this was something that give you a little bit more performance back in the day. This is oldie but a goodie. Give you a little bit more performance and with still good gas economy. And I think the idea was we got a single plane intake with this pretty small hole right there. I think you got a lot of volume out of that. Helped your low end and everything. Small little runners in it. Look at it. Yeah, that is something else. Here's another old item you don't see many of. I got it backwards, upside down, and sideways here, but yeah, there's an old snap-on ratchet. Old snap-on ratchet. I don't see many of those anymore. What else we got over here? Old Valvoline motor oil. Has not been opened. Still got the non-detergent oil in it. Yeah, what is this? My old Montgomery Ward catalog. Did you know back in the day you could buy a cabinet from Montgomery Ward's or some, undergarments, slide projectors, all kinds of stuff, microscope. But what I wanted to show you was, look here, all kind of automotive stuff. These spring helpers, put between your axle and your frame. These dudes you put on your leaf springs to help them when they was sagging out there. You need a new fuel pump, they got it. Seats, upholstery, anything you need. Ward's auto seat covers. What else? Bearings, rotors, Ball joints, tie rod ends. And then here's someplace. See if I can find it here. Come on now. Belts. Riverside water pump. Riverside, that was Montgomery Ward's stuff there. Carburetor. You got carburetor trouble? We got it. No problem. We'll take care of it. Montgomery Ward's has got you covered. Gaskets, bearings, gaskets, more gaskets. I'm trying to find what I was really looking for. Oh, how about you just blew the whole thing up? Riverside remanufactured U.S. engines. You save at Ward's, and here's why. Blah, 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 blah. Trade in. You know what that meant? Core charge. Gotta trade something in. You just need a whole new Volkswagen engine. Just get the whole thing. Be done with it. Or you can just get some jugs. Get some of these intakes here. Again, we're back to the bearings. Yeah, how about an eye-level gas range? Oh, yes. Stereos, AM, FM, washers and dryers. Look at the price on these bad boys, $179, $129. Curtains, we're getting to the color section here. No, wait a minute. Yeah, those are curtains. Fine china, we're talking here. Blankies. Look at this. Seems like I remember having this kind of bedspreads. You need some snip and install. What is this, linoleum or carpet or something? Oh, my goodness. The Plenty plushie. The wonderful washable. Oh yeah, no wonder this part's in. I need one of these. I need a recliner. More on that maybe in another shed show, but yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting this turned into the Montgomery Ward show here. But yeah, all kinds of neat stuff in the Montgomery Ward catalog. And this is getting bad. It's getting worse. Okay, we're venturing out of the automotive stuff here a little bit. We've got a 12 gauge shotgun shell. This is birdshot. But let's say you need to hunt some deer or something back in the day. Well, you couldn't just go out and buy a slug or buckshot. What you do is make a cut shell. You got you one like this, hold this up in the sunlight, and you can kind of see where the wadding is, where the shot is. What you do is take your good old Hawkbill knife. Anybody still know about Hawkbill knives? And you just cut around that sucker, and I'm not going to do it. But you just cut around it. Just cut it like that till you got that plastic separated. Then what happens when you fire the shotgun, this whole big wad of shit comes out of here, shot and all, and it all stays together. Makes one big heavy projectile to kill that deer that you need to eat. What else we got? Let's look at some of this stuff. Who remembers this? Probably not many people. The Breaker 19 CB Truckers game. Don't think I still don't play this. I do. I make my wife play it, get about half goofy on the, get me a snoot full, and we play some of this right here. Here's another one. And this is going way back. This is the Magnetic International Grand Prix. This is something to keep the kids entertained in the back of the car. And what this is magnetic here. And the kids can play this. You spin the little dial and you go to, so you start here. And your car is magnetic, so it stays there. No matter how much you're bumping around in the car, it'll just stay right there. Yeah, all right, I go here. Go all the way around. Just something for the kids to play in the back seat while you're taking a trip. International Grand Prix Magnetic Road Race game. Let's get back to the cars. So that was we're going back into the cars here a little bit. Okay, I'm not giving the answer to this one, but I know a lot of people know it when I'm getting ready to say it. Positive traction. That's a trademark, I think, maybe of it's General Motors. So positive traction. Mopar calls it Sure Grip. I think Ford calls it Track Lock or something like that. I'm a little bit behind on my Fords. I need to get a little bit schooled on these Fords if I'm going to be talking about them. But anyway, all kind of different rear ends. You got your 9-inch Ford, your 8 3/4 Chrysler, your which is my favorite is a 9-inch Ford, so I should know about them a little bit better than I do. Your 12-bolt positive track GMs and all that stuff, and even some 10 bolts. But there's one system that fits them all, and that's called the Lincoln Locker. Yeah, an afternoon with a few of these bad boys. You know what I'm saying? It ain't limited slip anymore. It is no slip. So what does that mean? Let me know in the comments below. We gotta fix that. Your tape gets all bound up like that and pulled out. Just grab one side of it and give it a good crap. Just give it a good, just like that right there. You're ready to go.